move to the very important term which is known as, or very important inside this classification, which is known as taxonomy. And the term taxonomy means it's a branch that deals with principle and procedure for classification. That means how we are going to classify. Actually, Carlos Linnaeus is considered as the father of taxonomy. Why? Because he is the person who introduced this system of arranging the organism according to the different levels. So we will study that how it is. So what are the techniques and the term the scientists are usually using to do taxonomy? That means there are a lot of taxonomies are there. That means taxonomies have a lot of branches. Few of the branches I have written here, and few of them, the like chemotaxonomy, cytotaxonomy, natural taxonomy, system that is coming in that plant classification. We'll study that. So this is there are 8 to 10 class branches are there. Among the most important 6 only I have wrote here. First one is classical taxonomy. Classical taxonomy means which was followed from the time of Linnaeus, because Linnaeus was a person who is a botanist, so he don't have much important microscopes or something to study. So he has gone with the external characteristics, how the flowers, how the branch, that particular classification is known as classical taxonomy. Then it is known as artificial taxonomy. That means man-made things are introduced inside that. And in natural system of taxonomy, they will be seeing where these organisms are living, how their branches are looks like. So these type of taxonomy is known as a natural system of taxonomy. And chemotaxonomy means they will study the chemicals. That means if this plant is producing this chemical and another plant is producing that same chemical, they will put in the same. Cytotaxonomy, they will study about the cell. And karyotaxonomy, where they will study about the genetic material that is present inside, especially the chromosome numbers, how they are arranged. These are the main ways how they are, these are the main branches of the taxonomy in which they are using to arrange the organisms. And what is Carlos Linnaeus has put and where we are standing now. So the little bit of this you have studied in 9th standard. So this is the order that is Carlos Linnaeus was given. That means if you want to arrange an organism according to their characteristics, this was the arrangement that was given by the Linnaeus, and this is also known as Linnaean taxonomy also. So he started with a basic fundamental unit known as species. And the term species means if any organism they interbreed and give that same organism, it can be said as a species. And that particular organism will be having a difference between other organisms, fundamental organisms. That like means we are humans, we are species because we interbreed and give same human species. And when you take the other species like dog, cat, buffalo, so there is a fundamental difference between them. So if that fundamental difference was said as species, and this term was given by John Ray. And the next comes is that particular species came from where? That is known as the genus, and it is originated from the term known as Genesis. Genesis means beginning. So they have taken this from where it has begun, and from where that it has begun, they will be having a family. There will be a group of them. From which family they are coming, and this family, closely related family characters are related to an order. An order, closely related order are related to a class, and a class closely related will be a phylum. And the closely related phylum will be a kingdom, and many of such kingdoms can be put together as domain. So if you want to understand this, we will go with an example. This is the taxonomical ranking or arrangement of a Homo sapiens, like that means humans. So our species name is sapiens, means we are very distinct that we are called as wise men, so sapiens. We are coming from many homos. There are many human-like organisms were living. That means Homo neanderthals, Homo habilis. We are coming from the same genus, so we put under them under the genus. And next comes is family. We are coming from the family Hominidae. Hominidae means the family of the great apes, and we are coming from the order known as primates. Primates means which have 5 fingers. That means which can hold to something. And next we are coming to the class known as mammalia. That means mammalia means organisms which can feed their young one through milk. And we are coming from a phylum known as chordata, that is backbone, which is having backbone. And we are coming from the kingdom known as animalia. And over the top of this there is one more thing which is not even given by the Linnaeus. It is given after that, which is known as domain, known as the eukaryota. So when you see this, one thing we can understand: we are sapiens, very fundamental. We are related to few of the human beings, human-like beings. They are extinct now; they are not there. But we have some relation with hominidae. We have some relation with the primates, because there are a lot of primates are like gibbons, lemurs, etc. like that we can hold. We are coming under the class mammalia, that means which can feed their young ones with milk. Inside a lot of things are coming. And we are coming under chordata, means which is having backbone. And we all are animals, and we all are eukaryotic in nature. That means according to cellular organization. So if you relate this, there are a lot of organisms will come. Lot of organisms will come. So what scientists are saying that if we can arrange an organism like Homo sapiens like this, if we can find out the intermediate species, for example, they are saying like this: from the Homo neanderthals, Homo sapiens arised. So it is given like this. Will study in the second year, that is in the evolution chapter. They say that Homo neanderthals are the nearest ancestors of Homo sapiens. We are Homo sapiens. So they are saying that we know that it is Homo neanderthals, Homo sapiens. Character wise, we all are similar. So they are saying that there is an intermediate species between them, which has carried a character of Homo neanderthal and Homo sapiens. But the Homo neanderthal is extinct now. We don't have any of them, but we have Homo sapiens. So if we can find out that intermediate organism, we can prove one thing, that we are evolved from Neanderthal to sapiens. And this particular study, that means we are relating an organism on the basis of evolution, which is known as the phylogenetic studies or phylogenetic analysis. And now many of the scientists are trying to fill this table. That means in between which organism is there. For if they found out an organism known as X, they say that this was the intermediate organism from which this Homo sapiens are arised. So what they are trying to prove is the life on this earth is not existed or created by God, but we all are evolved from a pre-existing species. So from the Linnaeus has done this for the study purpose, to arrange this organism in an order so that we can study it. But when he arranged this in order, in a rank, in this order, other scientists found that we can relate it with phylogenetic studies also. So now we are moving into that. That means the scientists are moving into that. And here, what Linnaeus has done is he has given different names. That means species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, kingdom, like that. They have is arranged in an order. And each and everything, the species can be said as a rank, genus can be said as a rank, family can be said as a rank. And these ranks he has arranged in an order from down to up, which is called as hierarchy. And inside that hierarchy there are categories. Inside the hierarchy there are categories. So when Linnaeus has arranged like this, Now it made us to study each and every organism very fast and easily. We can understand the from where they are originated, from which kingdom they are, or whether they are eukaryotes, whether they are chordates, whether they are mammalia, etc. It is very easy to study. And few of this we will study this in animal kingdom about the humans. What are their characteristics according to that? So this is what Linnaeus has done, and now the people are using this chart to the further studies. Now they are included DNA studies, different characteristics are divided, and now the kingdoms are also divided. We will study in the upcoming chapters how they have made it. And this is one of the most important thing which Linnaeus has given to this world. So Linnaeus is considered as the father of taxonomy.